gentlemen, welcome to it.
Good morning to the folks. What up to the youngins and bless up to the world.
And then Jay just puts your info on blast like that.
It's what the people want to know, bro. My bad.
Nah, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to It Is The Morning Shake with me, your host, Xavier Hendricks, and of course, my co-host, Jay Parry.
What's happening, fam bam? What's
Bro,
good, bro?
It's not Monday morning, but we here.
We here, bro.
It's Wednesday morning, and we decided to take another one simply because today our guest is unable to make Mondays, and he was able to make today. And because there was nothing else scheduled for today, I was like, yo, let's take advantage of that and get him in while we can. So, but before we get into that, there's a bunch that's been going on. There's a lot that's been happening in and around the world.
And first and foremost, I want to say congratulations to all the Man United supporters.
Oh, yeah,
You are top of the log. Congratulations. Enjoy it while it lasts because I don't think it's really going to last too long. But congratulations and yeah.
Okay, so like Jay said, he's into football. They were watching Manchester United last night. And of course, the Man United players are on top of the world. They are super excited. They're super fired up and they are ready to go. But outside of that, man, there's a lot been going on. It's still lockdown. We're still on level 3. That's been a tough one. But we've been trying to manage our way around it.
Many people thought it was going to go to 4 or even like 5 for like a week or so, but right. I don't think we're in that position to.
I don't think we can afford that position because
we're in so much debt already, bro. That I don't think as well.
Outside of the debt, just the mere fact that people are losing their jobs, companies are closing down.
Do you think South Africans will actually go with it, bro?
If
you had to come with a 5, think people would stay at home?
I think people are at some point gonna start complaining about something because people are. I think the unrest is starting to lift a little bit. People are starting to feel like, yo, gee, we're losing our jobs. Things are not working out for us. So at some point, something needs to work. And I think the president knows that. I think obviously Parliament and government understands that. They know that, yo, we can't just lock these people down. A lot of people in that first hard lockdown, people lost jobs, people lost livelihoods. People obviously lost family members, which is also important. However, people need to stay moving. Exactly. And also what it does is it drops the whole morale of the country. It kind of makes everything, it drops people's vibe. And so I think after, we had a juicy show on Monday morning actually. Where we spoke about these different things, conspiracy or fact, and we're speaking about if this is real, if it's not real, the whole thing and where we're going to end up, where we're going. Subsequently found out that, as far as I know or heard, that China is back to normal. Everything's back to normal again. They're carrying on with their lives as if there was no such thing as COVID. It's also
New Zealand as well.
Yeah, New Zealand as well has been brought to our attention that things are back to normal.
What do you think they're doing right though, bro?
I don't know. I don't know. And again, I'm gonna go back to Monday's conversation. I think it's just the publicity around the whole thing. I think they decided to just tone it down a little bit and not, kind of put it in people's faces like that all the time. Maybe that's what they're doing right. And so we got Neil Christians watching online, and he's of course live. And today our guest, before we get into it, is an interesting guest, controversial guest. How are you feeling about the guest?
Hey, bro, it's a big one. I actually saw one post of him, and we're obviously going to ask him about it, where I think it was at one of the malls, and he had, like, bodyguards around him. I don't know if you checked that out, bro.
I didn't check that out.
It's the latest post, bro. So I'm guessing he's actually at that.
He's on the bodyguard stage?
Yeah, bro, with his sluffies and just chilling.
You think he'll show up with bodyguards today?
I don't know. I think we're a good bunch of people, so it's not necessary.
It's safe.
It's not necessary.
Clayton, is there any way we can just check out? Maybe if we can get this thing moving. I'm not sure why it's bugging out on me today. In fact, it was working before. Let's check if it gets there.
I see the vaccine is actually about to approach.
It's about to come.
What's your thoughts on that? A lot of people are like, backing off and backing away from, like, nah.
They don't want
They don't wanna-
You know what's interesting? Yesterday there was a video going around about a lady that was making a joke. It was like a comedy clip, and she was like, she was saying that, yeah. So it's interesting that when it comes to government, that they're always the first on the thing, and they're taking money and they're doing things. But when it comes to now the vaccine rollout, so she's like,
Yeah.
okay, guys, seeing that you guys always want to be on the front, why don't you guys take the lead?
Take the lead by all means.
And you know, lead by example. Take the vaccine, and let's see if it works. So I think there's a lot of skepticism around the whole situation. People are a little bit skeptic about whether or not this thing is legit, because there's also been some talk where somebody has taken the vaccine in Australia.
Yeah.
And in fact it was an actual thing on the Australian news that people were testing positive for HIV.
HIV. Yep.
After taking the vaccine. So that was a thing. People were like, whoa, wait. And then they came out to try and clarify, to say that in fact what the situation is, that there's some proteins that they use in the HIV vaccine or something like that they are also using in this vaccine, and that's why it will show that it tests positive, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have AIDS or that you have HIV. So, you know, those type of things, you know, they freak people out, they scare people off, and it's understandable why people would feel the way they feel. I mean, I'm one of those people. I'm like, I'm not sure. Then there was that other video that went viral, where the lady spoke about the vaccine and then she fainted. While she was busy talking about it, she just fell over and she actually fainted. So there's a lot.
But is it something that you have to take though, bro?
I don't know, bro. It depends on when it comes. We'll hear what the government says about it. We'll hear if they tell us that it's something that we must take, something that needs to be, that you have to do it or else. I don't know if that's what they'll do. I'm not sure how they'll be able to gauge who has or who hasn't taken it. I'm not sure. And again, man, my overall feel about it is there's so much corruption going on. There's so much confusion going on that actually I'm not sure if we have the capacity or the ability to go and make sure everyone is taking and doing what they're supposed to do. I found that video you were talking about.
Yeah, bro, the homies with bodyguards, and
Let's check it.
I think it's obviously gonna give away now as to who the guest is.
So that looks like
at
Southgate.
That is Southgate.
We'll ask him about this. Producer, don't you want to check up on that? Outside of the reception and just check what the progress on
You
that
think
is.
it's at this point, bro? Or do you think that's just because with bodyguards also, bro, it's like, why are you so up close? Usually
They kind of out
Yeah.
there in the distance.
and knowing his character, bro, you know how he is.
Knowing his character is probably a joke, but we'll ask him as soon as he gets here. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we have an interesting show. Like I said, man, we got people watching online. Tell us where you're watching from. We'll be interested in knowing who you are and where you are watching from. And maybe if you want to ask a question to our guest here today, which is none other than Dimpopo. His name is Dimpopo. And if you want to ask him a question, you can drop it out in the comment section. It's open right in front of me, and I can open it right up here on the big screen, and you can see it, and you can ask a question. And before we go any further, without any further ado, he's coming in here looking like Rainbow Nation, looking like he's coming from, I don't know where he's coming from. Looks like he, like I just picked him out of a lucky packet now. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome today's guest, none other than Mr. Dimpopo, Vicky O'Mealy. He's got a new phone, so he's just showing us, you know.
No, there's no airtime in the phone, actually.
What's up, broski?
I'm good, and you
Are
guys?
you good?
100%, bro. Don't you want to put on your headphones? Scoot up closer. Let's have this convo.
Here we go.
Where the bodyguards at?
They're outside, though. Eh?
Oh, legit?
Yeah, we need to move with those guys. The pull-up is always important.
Where they are, they must bring them there to sit there and listen to the show.
Yeah, they're actually sitting there. That side.
On that side, there by the reception side. Okay, 100%.
Nah, that's dope.
Dimpopo.
How are you guys?
How you doing, my brother?
I'm blessed and you?
Yes, how was the festive?
It's good, man. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it, eh?
Of course. You know, since the beginning of the show, we've always wanted to get you. In fact, we had something where we were supposed to do something, and then we had some technical difficulty. But we're back and we're here, and people are excited and people are happy to see you.
Facts.
With lockdown going on, bro, how was festive? And how could you do some events? Could you still get some stuff done?
Nah, in terms of events, it's been bad. I don't want to lie. Ever since November, I think, when he first announced that the only amount of people that can go into a venue is 250 and outdoor just 150 or 100, I think. And that's when a lot of people start canceling because they say they're going to lose a lot of money. They're not going to make their money back, 1, 2, 3, and the regulations. So they canceled, and some even postponed for this year. And then that's when he spoke for the second time. Now recently we said that no events are being held and etc. and stuff. So it's been bad. I'm even getting thin every day. I'm getting slender about the stress. And you need to know something like that was like my mainstream of income. Events, etc. and stuff. So it's really bad. I don't even have makeup on anymore.
So what have you been up to now, though, bro? Just to
basically after this, we're hitting the studio. Just recently dropped a song last week Friday called Umubi. Umubi basically means you're ugly. And then
why are you saying people are ugly, bro?
No, that's not the whole song. Remember, I still need to explain the whole
that's
song.
like the title of the song.
Yeah, the title of the song. So the song basically means you nice, you ugly, you hot, you cold. And we're actually shooting the music video this coming Saturday, which is the 16th of January. And then I'm heading now to studio to a second one. And then by the end of March, maybe you should have 4 songs out already. And I'm sure at that time the lockdown restrictions will be
a little bit
lower, and then I'll pick up more weight and stuff.
Any collabs you should be looking out for?
I've been trying to do collabs with a lot of people, like the likes of the hitmaker Ntosh Kazi, which is a guy of John Vulikate. He's also coming to the music video himself, and then me and Tinky Kunene. She's also one of the people that I'm looking at, and then we'll just see where God takes the journey.
Bro, interesting question that I have in my mind. We had this conversation the other day, talking about how in the entertainment industry, people obviously look. We were supposed to do an event in June. You were part of that event. We were supposed to do Ticket Pro Dome. That didn't work out the way we thought it was going to work out because obviously lockdown, we couldn't have people. The whole thing we had to basically. We wanted to postpone it for this year, but then of course things happened and we didn't know how to move forward. We ended up having to cancel the whole thing.
So the thing is cancelled.
Well, until we know what's happening.
I think everyone's at that point now where you can't necessarily
you
make
can't
a decision.
say that's the thing.
You're undecided. You don't know what's gonna happen.
You don't know
next.
what's gonna happen. You can't say because
these
things take a lot of preparation and planning and all of this and marketing and all this. So you can't put the first step of marketing is obviously knowing to say, okay, this is our date. Yeah. And then, of course, we can make a flyer or video or something to know that, okay, sure, we're doing this day. But now if you don't even know the date, then it makes things difficult, And
it would have been amazing, though.
And it still will be as soon as we know, what's going on. Because I believe that at some point, this whole thing will go away and we can go back to our lives. But so we were having this conversation about that. And we were saying that how is people now in the entertainment industry? And I want your thoughts on that. Because people could make money by selling their songs like what you're doing now, or people could make money by selling movies or music videos or things. But most of the money, like you said just now, is obviously appearances. People like shows. People like to be there in real life. People want to see you. People want to scream, and people want to get happy and excited. And so how does that work, bruh? What's your feel on that? Do you think people are okay with just watching you on a video, or do you think people like to be at a show?
I basically think a lot of people likes to see like 50%. It's like 50%, right? So the first 50% of people like to see people on videos, on TV, etc. and stuff. Those are the people that likes to stay at home, whether there's events outside or not. And then the last 50% are those people that really wants to see you live, really wants to interact with you, have pictures with you, and all of those kind of stuff. So I think at this point, it has a huge impact in the industry, especially when it comes to music, movies, and etc. and stuff. And a lot of people are slowly starting to lose interest because now it's a new year. A lot of people are like, even if events come back, I'm not going anyway because I'm a changed person, 1, 2, and 3. So we're actually losing out on a lot, a lot.
But do you think that human nature will ever go away of wanting to be a real.
I don't think because a lot of people like things. Even myself, I like things. So I don't think I'll ever change in terms of that. But it has an impact on a lot of people and stuff. And it has changed a lot of people's lives in terms of going out. And, when you do events and go to parties and going out, you're actually basically sometimes wasting money. So now, with us being at home, it makes a lot of people realize a lot of stuff.
They're saving money.
Yeah, they're saving money. So people are like, I'm not going to go back to that lifestyle anymore.
Yeah, in SA, bro, do people actually make money off the music?
Yeah, most definitely. But to be honest,
On your side?
on my side, yeah, the money is coming in, but it comes in very slowly. They call it what we call royalties.
Yeah.
It comes in very slowly. It's something that you get like within 4-year period of time or 5 years. It depends how the song does, etc. and stuff. But money-wise, we've been struggling as a country, especially. But then we also need to consider that the COVID is real, Corona is real. I'm just hoping it's going to end soon, because I'm thinking after the Corona, then it's maybe Savannah or Hunter's Drive. I don't know what virus is gonna come, extreme virus, or I don't know.
Speaking about the money and so over the arm, bro, you get yourself now into more debt by getting bodyguards. Because they're obviously on payroll. Like, I don't understand the reasoning behind that.
Listen
and also,
to Jay.
And
We were watching your video now of you walking here with
why did you do
bodyguards.
that, bro?
And it was just literally here in Southgate, though.
Yeah, I saw it in Southgate. Is that real, bro?
What got to that point, though, bro?
It's real, though. It's real, though.
That's real. So you're really walking in Southgate with bodyguards?
Yeah, we actually walked the whole Southgate through, but I just took this clip where it was outside.
Who took that clip? The other one? Oh.
We had people that was helping us basically shoot while we were walking from a distance, because remember, you're restricted, you can't just shoot anyway, especially when it comes to malls. So we had people like doing it undercover and stuff. So we have a lot of clips that we're still waiting to pull together. But
What do you mean helping us shoot? What are you putting together?
helping us shoot? Remember, content is key.
Facts.
So the more content we have, and I think I'm literally the first person to have ever done that, walking with bodyguards, not with bodyguards. It is something serious, because that's just a mimic. What I'm saying is just a joke. And those bodyguards aren't really bodyguards. Those suits we had to put together in one day's time and then borrow each other a tie. This one borrows a jacket, that one borrows this. You my friend, let us try something out. And they're actually outside right now. So these guys are down for anything and have been my friends and has been helping me whatever in terms of content. Because you can see the same bodyguards are most in the videos that I shoot also.
But you haven't really been in a situation where you got to that point, to say, okay, now
we need it. No, I don't think I have been at that point. Maybe like when I just started, maybe two or three times, but mostly at events, it's where it gets more hectic, where you need those guys and you need people there. And sometimes you actually find them already there waiting for you.
But do you find like if you walk through, here's a question, if you walk through Southgate now, like if we leave here now, we go to Southgate and you walk, will people stop?
But the problem is I won't walk. We will drive most probably to Southgate. Eh?
No, we'll drive there. We'll drive.
I thought you said you want us to walk from here to Southgate.
No, we'll drive there.
No,
we can walk also. You need to be fit. But let's say we're there. We're walking through the shops or whatever. Will people come and stop you?
Yeah, most definitely. A lot of people comes and show some appreciation, which also shows me that I'm doing something good. And then they come and take pictures and photos, etc. And then some also want to do like the small videos, etc. and stuff. But I think the idea of the mass being involved right now, it helps a lot, because I can actually just go to town now and just walk there around and no one would even realize who it is.
You can slap glasses, kids.
Due to the mask. Okay, I don't wear really glasses though. But yeah.
What's the craziest thing a fan has done?
What the craziest thing a fan has done? Gave me a laugh bite. After taking a picture, but I think she didn't mean it like that. But
how don't you mean a love bite? A love bite, you literally have to suck on someone's neck, and you don't mean it?
She took a picture, but because the love and support was so amazing that I even got to a point where I had to hug her, and she was holding tight, and then she was just excited and overwhelmed, and boom, when I checked again, it's like a bite. I thought it's a mosquito during the day. There was nothing there.
And then you get home, and then you get home to
the boss lady.
Yeah.
She's cool with it, because she saw the whole thing, and it's not like basically the first time it happens where hugs are involved, and people sometimes are so excited that they even want to kiss and all of those kind of stuff, but it's not like intimate stuff. It's just like on the cheek, and I'm so happy to see you. My child loves you so much, because she's elderly people.
That's a nice thing if you're in a relationship, bro. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah,
it's always when you see your girl and you have like love bites, you can just blame it on
No,
fan.
I don't think it's a good thing. I think that one was enough.
Baby, I was walking in Southgate.
Imagine I come with a love bite home every weekend. I was walking in Southgate or Pick and Pay, and then I got this. So it's a good thing though. The love and support is crazy and it's amazing.
Bruh, so we had a conversation about this before, and I'm not sure how far you're willing to go into it, but there were some controversial times happening in your life.
Wait, why do I sound so sexy though today?
Now you do sound sexy.
Why is that morning?
It's what the
morning
people
vibe.
want to know,
It's
and,
what
and
the
usually,
people wanna
usually
know.
Jay is the one to get into this. I don't know, Jay, do you want to get into it or no?
No, I think you
I was on my way
started.
there.
You started already, bro.
Start that you finish.
So we had some controversy. I think it was last year. I
Yeah.
think it was last year or the year before, but something happened, and a lot of people wanted to cancel you. And a lot of people were like, you see now Dimpie, what. And a lot of people, what we understand about cancel culture is that you see what you see online.
Yeah.
You
believe
don't
what you
know.
see.
You don't know if it's real. You don't know what's happening. But now you see something. Everyone's saying the same thing, and now you just jump on that wagon. You don't ask questions. You don't say, whoa, waar kom ons fra? Miskien is het nie so nie. And you got yourself into some hot water.
Yeah.
With a video that went viral. On the show today, would you like to take an opportunity just to touch on that a little bit, or do you want to shy away from it?
Nah, I think I'll touch on that a little bit
Whoa,
because this is a good.
what was the question?
This is a good show, and I'm not even sure which video it is though.
It's the one with the relationship that you were in.
So yeah, the question basically is: apparently you got violent with your ex significant other. Is that true?
Basically, the question was, is it true or false? Nah? I think the question is that was true though. There was a bit of up and down, a misunderstanding, etc. And further, I wouldn't like to maybe this. Can I just shy away from it and just basically say I wouldn't like to disclose anything with regards to that in terms of that. But I do apologize for whoever it offended, whoever it harmed, and etc.
But you're not that person.
No, I'm not that person. You know, relationship has their ups and downs, 1, 2, 3. And then the idea of the video, I just think it was very unnecessary and very childish of both of us. So I do apologize for that. And yeah, and hurting people, a lot of people. That's come from myself though.
Are you all still in touch?
We're most definitely still in touch.
Are you cool though?
Yeah, no, we cool. I'm a white guy. Remember, I'm cool with anything. Like, I'm a white guy, so I'm cool with anything. And I best believe it's a new year. There's no time to still hang on to stuff that happened in the past.
Facts. Is that what brought you to the fact that I think your IG account was suspended?
I think mainly at certain points it does, because a lot of people has been thinking it did. And I honestly don't know. And then my heart is very sore for the IG account that's gone, etc. And they recently just hacked my Facebook account, but I got that back. I don't know how.
So, well, the IG account was because of that incident that took place.
I think what you say, you're not
It's just
sure,
a-
but
just-
it could be.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but then it could be. But at the end of the day, you can't trust no one. So you can't just point fingers at anyone, because I'm a very open person. I'm an extrovert. They call it an extrovert. Someone that's like basically outspoken and whatever. So I basically normally share personal information with a lot of people because I trust everyone, and I've learned the hard way to not trust
You just
anyone.
can't just jump into anything.
Yeah, so I'm not basically saying that specifically it's what contributed to the idea of the IG being hacked or anything, but maybe somewhere around there. Where's the English going to now?
The airtime is getting
The airtime is getting finished now.
on your new phone. Okay, bruh. So we like I said, we've had this conversation, similar conversation before, and we were unable to get it out there, and so we're basically having Dimpie back here today to have these conversations. But I want to play a game with you called
It's
Hot
crazy
Sound.
how the story always changes.
Yeah, it's really crazy. It's a new year though.
It's a new year, so we don't wanna
It's
touch
a
on
new
too
year,
many,
so
too many
I don't
negative
wanna,
things.
and I just don't want to, let's say wounds. You don't want to open
You don't want to
unnecessary
open
wounds
unnecessary startup
stuff,
drop,
so
and you
I love
fight.
each and everyone though.
Of course. What does Hatsal mean to you?
Hatsal means I'm not down for it. I'm not up for
All
it.
right, and then Ish.
Ish means you're gonna lie or something. Or
All right, okay. So we play this game on the morning shake. It's called Hatsal or Ish, where we ask questions and we see if you did it or if you didn't do it. Are you guilty or innocent? Innocent until proven guilty.
until proven guilty.
All right, okay. So Hatsal or Ish, Jay, are you ready for the game?
I'm good to go, bro.
Are you ready there? You got some stuff there. I got some stuff here. First question. Hatsal or Ish? I I've peed in the pool before.
Ish, Hatsal. I didn't lift it up, though, ne?
Yeah.
Hatsal.
So you
Never.
No, I never peed in the pool, though. Whenever I ever pee, I'll run out and stuff.
I don't believe you.
Once you pee, bro, it's like a whole chemical that shows there and that point when you
Just
stay
comes
in.
out.
It's from that
Hey.
movie. What's that movie?
Sometimes bubbles comes out like.
Bubbles.
Yeah.
From yo.
Nah, bubbles is a. Never mind.
Bubbles is for something else. But let's not go there. Jay, you got something there?
Nah, let me
Okay.
get that, bro.
Okay, right. Hatsalo ish, ne? I've lied about my age before. I'm gonna say Hatsa.
A lot of my age now.
Why is everyone saying Hatsal?
Because I didn't have to.
You have to at one point lie about your age.
So now
sometimes.
because you said ish, you have to tell us the story, bro.
Basically the only time I've lied about my age is to enter certain places like growing up events, etc. and stuff. And then there's always this restriction
Bounces.
where no under 18s allowed, no under 21s allowed. And I've always been at parties, I think, ever since I was 11, 12.
Okay, last one, eh? I've released gas in public and blamed someone else.
Most definitely. Definitely.
I think Zex always does that.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't always do it, but I have.
It
I'm
looks
sure
like
I've
it does
done
that.
it.
It
I'm
looks
Zex
sure I've
always
done it
does that, bro.
It looks-
Nah.
All right, bro. Do you remember a situation where it happened before?
I've done it several times, but I can't be specific as to when. But I always do it. I can.
But
still
then what do you do?
I do it now. I blame someone else because remember it depends on the smell. If it's too bad, then I'm like, I sex. But if it doesn't smell too bad, then like, I'm sorry, guys. But I do it like on several occasions.
But how do you do it? If it, let's say you know, like you can feel it. You say, "Nah, it's gonna be a loud one, or it's gonna be one of the."
You know what I do? I actually time myself. So before it even comes out, I end up walking around and greeting Clayton. I greet you. By the time I come back to my seat, it's already spread. So then it was like, the smell is coming from that side, guys.
You see, you spread like COVID.
So I've done it a few times, especially with ladies, and they get very angry. You know,
You
ladies
get angry. You start blaming
They're
them.
dramatic, those ones. So I'm like, no,
You say, you see now.
no, Natasha, you farted, girl.
Jay, you got something for us?
Yeah, let me get this one. Yeah, I've worn the same underwear for more than one day in a row.
I'm gonna say no.
No, Ish, yeah,
Ish.
Iglis is two Ishes though.
Facts.
All right, bruh. You tell your story.
No,
I've heard Jay's story before. I know his story. You are sleeping at someone's house or something.
no.
That's a lie.
For me, basically, the only reason why it happened was like I've wear like the same underwear more than 5 times, I think. To be honest,
So one shot,
like
non-stop.
the thing was I used to travel a lot though, and then whenever you go to places and you end up forgetting something, like recently I forgot my charger at home and I was halfway into Uppington already, those kind of stuff. So then when I pack, and you know us guys, when we pack stuff,
Just
we
throw
don't
it
really focus, and come in there and it's just one underwear, and this thing also has a hole, which is now worse. So yeah, it's been like.
So you didn't even wash it or anything like
No,
in the
you-
evening. It's just like straight away.
No.
You know, at one point, the way God was so good. I literally done like nine events.
The way God was so good, bro.
Yeah,
like the
way,
same underwear.
No. Besides the underwear part, but I wanted to explain the way God is so good. I literally done for my first time in history, like in my own life, 9 events in one weekend. How was it possible? It was Friday 3 events, Saturday 3 events, and Sunday 3 events. It was in Cape Town and Durban, so it was a back and forth thing. So we never got even a chance to wash whatever I need to wash out. Because after the event, it's back to the hotel, sleep, and then wake up in the next morning, 6 o'clock.
Man, my
gone.
bro,
So
but
imagine if I wash that underwear, it's gonna
That's
still
a
be
nice
wet.
excuse.
It's still gonna
my
be wet.
bro,
6
but now
o'clock.
you come home there, back to the hotel now, that time now. You laying in bed. Bruh, surely.
No, I don't
Surely you
want to.
mustn't. Gents. Let me go slaughter.
Remember, there's always this balcony kind of vibes and whatever, so I just take it off. Because sorry to say it, but
You go hang it on the balcony.
yeah, I sleep naked, so I just take it off and go hang it there. Let the
Just
wind
to-
blow it there. And in the morning, I just okay. You're still there. Let us roll.
And then what do you do if you get like a girl on the way or so for within the weekend?
It never really happened. Where
What would you do?
What would I do? I would ask her
Just
to.
go wash it.
I'll ask her to assist too.
To assist to wash it.
Yeah.
No, you with the
You know-
you with the girl now, bro, and it's like y'all doing your thing.
Nah, I think before we even do our thing,
Did you give a disclosure or disclaimer, like you let him know?
yeah, you let
This
him know. No, I won't let him know because girls are so dramatic and stuff. They just want to finish up. That's how certain women are. So we're like, nah, go.
What?
Bruh, do you have one more there?
Nah.
You done? Okay, I want to ask you. Okay, maybe last one. Let me see here.
This sounds interesting already.
Okay, right. You ask one.
Nah, cool.
You ask.
Once he says, let me see, yeah. Do I ask a question that has already been asked or?
No, ask one that's a different one. Choose any one that you want. We'll give you a second to think about one that you want. I want to ask you about this event here, but while you're looking for one day.
Okay, so here we go. Number 7, right? I have
Alright.
told someone that they sing or dance well when in reality they were really bad at it. So I don't know, does that make sense?
You must, yeah. You must answer.
Because it's an issue for me. That's like
That's also an issue for me.
I think I told you that, bro.
that even happens.
What do I tell you, man?
It actually happens in the household though. Also, always. Like,
You say, I told you. I wasn't guy.
Nah, I'm kidding, bro.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
I'm kidding.
It's
Nah,
cool.
bro, it's all love,
We'll
bro.
deal with that one after the show.
It's all love.
So when has that happened before? I've had to do it because of events that we've hosted.
Yeah.
And you must say, no, it wasn't so bad. But then
Because people always have a tendency of coming and say, how did I do?
Mm.
How did I do?
Then
Like,
what do you say?
Then he puts you in the spot and stuff. Like for me, but in the space I am right now, like a lot of people always approaches me with songs, music.
Hey, bro, I was gonna bring that up now, bro, and like legit ask you the same thing, bro.
Yeah, a lot of people comes in, approaches me. Sorry. A lot of people comes and asks me, approaches me with, can I send you a song? What do you think? 120. And sometimes it's kind of difficult to really judge on that. And then I'm not proud of it, but I do blue tick a lot of people. And I don't blue tick because of the song or anything. Some people just ask too much questions. What do you think? What can I add? And remember, I'm not the rapper. I can't rap though. I can't sing. So I can't judge you on that if I can't even do it myself. So then I'll just be like, nah, it's cool, because people are very like, I don't know what's that word. They're very curious to hear from someone else's perspective. And some people,
especially someone that already has a nice.
yeah, and you know what they do? They take screenshots and they actually post those screenshots saying that Dimpie said I can sing, and then everyone are like, why do you do this to people and stuff? But I always tell people that if you have a career whether it's singing or dancing, just push and work hard, that good things are coming your way. So yeah, but to be honest, I'm half of the time I'm not honest with people like that because I don't want to break anyone's self-esteem.
You don't want to hurt people and all that.
So, hey, bro, you just like Zegs, bro.
Yeah, you don't want to break them down.
You don't want to break them down.
Nah, it's good. It's
alright.
It's nice at the beat and.
But sometimes it's best to be honest, like, man.
It's good to be honest, but hey, bro, it's hard to be honest.
Then you look like a bad person. Like
and it's hard to say no to people, and it's hard to be ugly to people. So now it's like, hey, let me just say, yeah, okay. But in fact, you're not doing them a favor because you're lying to them.
Bro.
I think when you use, you're even giving that person more motivation. You should just say, like, I don't know. Let me have another listen to it. Let me listen to it for the second time when I'm alone.
Dimpun, ne? You from Kliptown originally?
Yeah, which is in Eldorado Park.
And then Klipspruit, you were living in Klipspruit most of the time?
Yeah, no, most of the time I was actually in Kliptown, and then grade 10, I think it was 2000. I'm not sure. Let me not go to numbers. But then in the 2000s, I moved to Klipspruit West. I'm not a mathematician. That's why I'm saying leave the numbers
it's cool,
for now.
Bro, it's your life. No one's gonna judge you or say
no
you
one's
got
gonna
that
go
wrong.
and look on Google and say, you see what's lying there on the show.
So I actually moved when I was in grade 10, and then I went and lived on my own in Klipspruit West.
You lived on your own?
Yeah, I've been living on my own for almost 9 years now. So whether there's people in the house or not, we know when you cater for yourself, when you look after yourself, it's basically yourself.
You have to make sure there's food in the fridge, there's things you responsible for.
You responsible. They say most to go is to see.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. So that's what happened to me.
So here's my question. You obviously have a skin. What does a person call it?
It's like a pigmentation.
Pigmentation thing. And then it's called.
Why wasn't I made aware of this question though?
No, man, I just wanted to find out something from you.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
And I know you made jokes about it. You talk like you said. Now you are.
Yeah, I'm actually comfortable.
You are right with the topic. And so the question I think I'm going for is: at school, the people make fun of the fact that you were light up, that you have what is it called, albinism?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. What
You need to say the right word though.
Okay. No, okay, let's
This
ask.
guy
Do
is
you,
matric or something. I
you
think,
see?
right?
But do you know the
Someone from
actual?
varsity or something?
Do you know the actual terms for
Yeah,
it?
no,
How does it work?
I actually know the actual terms for it. I don't think I have any problem with myself being who I am, because at this point I'm even more sexier than Clayton right now from from varsity. But it has been challenging. It has been challenging over the years, and it's still challenging at this point. I think the reason the person I am today is because of such stuff that I had to encounter in life. Oh, the English is very good though.
Come on,
Come on, encounter. So the guys used to make fun at school, pass jokes or what?
Yo, it's been hectic, like especially primary school. You know, we grow up and we're still kids. We don't understand what's happening and stuff. And imagine being the only white guy within Nensu Primary School, which is in Extension 7 Pop School, they used to call it, and then Missouriland Secondary, which we call the Zoo in Extension 7. You know those schools, if you can hear the names already, you already know what's happening there. There's characters there and stuff. So I think the person I am today is the result of what has happened to me back then. Like primary school and high school, people teasing me and stuff. And I had to learn myself to also retaliate, not with violence, because I can't fight though. I can't fight, honestly.
So you have to defend yourself with a mouth or with jokes.
Yeah, I think
So what got you to that point though, bro? To say, you know what, let me use this to my advantage.
I basically think I got to a point where enough was enough. So people used to tease me and whatever the case might be. And it was actually quite difficult, grade 1 or 2. By that time, you don't even worry with it. Grade 3, I think, to get a girlfriend. And then ever since grade 4, in my whole entire life, I've been having a girlfriend. Grade 4, grade 5, grade 6, grade 7, each and every year, different girlfriend. And I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want
New
to
Year's resolution.
Yeah, and I don't want to be embarrassed. Anyone doesn't want to be embarrassed in front of their girlfriends and stuff. And you know, those kind of stuff in family. So I had to equip myself to learn how to also tease. And my father's actually good. He wrote jokes in the books. And I just had to summarize it. And whenever someone says something, and then I
got something to shoot.
I throw a punchline, and then that punchline stays for a whole week there, that the child even end up leaving the school or something.
So that's how you had to. So would you then say that if you had to, like, say someone's watching this and they're going through something like that, being bullied for their height or for their complexion or for their hair, to say that now it's not straight or it's not, curly enough or whatever the situation is. For me it's an inspiration for someone to take something that they used to be bullied about or they used to be made fun of and turn it around, and you literally turn that into your actual career.
Yeah.
Because that's how you became popular, the jokes and the funniness and all that. You turned it into your career. What would you say to somebody maybe watching, saying that, look, I'm that person, they're making fun of me at school, or they laugh at me, or I'm insecure about something that I have on my body or that I do or whatever, I'm insecure about it. How can I recover from that? What would you say to somebody?
I just basically think we need to start off by acknowledging yourself and be comfortable with yourself. Because remember, when God created us, no one was perfect, and no one is still not perfect at this point. I don't know, am I saying the right words though? Yeah. So no one is perfect at the end of the day. So you don't ask to be who you are today or whether it's tomorrow, etc. and stuff. It's like being born into a family that's poor. You didn't ask for it, but you can make a difference into making the family rich, etc. and stuff. So just be comfortable with yourself. Like those kind of stuff are stuff that builds your self-esteem, and don't let other people get you down. I always tell people that a lot of people say stuff to you or bully you and stuff because they are being bullied maybe somewhere else. So that's where
they're uncomfortable with something about themselves.
With themselves. So they want to offload it on you and make you feel bad about it. So what I'm actually trying to say is, like, with myself, that's what I've taught myself, is that just be happy with who you are. It's difficult, but you need to be happy. People always have something to say, whether it's good or bad, but just focus on yourself. Try to stay unique, and there's something special about you that you haven't. Maybe some people are still discovering it. Some people already discovered it and stuff. And we all have our turns and chances in life. So if you're gonna let your life determine on what other people, they call it opinions about you, and then you will basically get nowhere in life. And that's a fact. Like, if you're gonna always put yourself down, I don't want to go out there because people are gonna call me this, people are gonna call me that, etc. It's not gonna work. And ever since Dimpie and Dimpopo started, now no one can even call me those other names that they called me before. And I know a few people that used to call me those funny names before. And right now, if I just drive past this Dimpie and Dimpopo, I'm like, I told you I'm gonna give you something to stick to.
So do you think that as part of it's part of your motivation also to say that
it's not even part of it, it's the whole of the motivation. It's the whole of the motivation.
To say that I'll show you all now I'm gonna be successful.
They say you grow through what you go through. So I've grown enormously, like big. I'm just like my heart right now. I'm small and I'm a white guy, but this heart inside is a very big heart. So whatever I've experienced back then, it's all that I'm trying to relive right now. So boom, it's helped me a lot, and I believe I've changed a lot of people's lives, especially when it comes to people of my kind. We're all the same, but people with my skin condition, whatever you call it, and then it's helped a lot of people. And I've actually thought about starting something what they call, I don't think, is it a society or what, varsity? What do we call it?
Yeah, like
I don't know. I'm trying to get
like a focus group kind of thing.
Yeah, like a focus group, because I best believe a lot of people's self-esteem, even myself, at one point it was on that level where it's down. I don't feel this is working out for me. I just feel everyone is going down on me. Everyone is looking down on me, etc. and stuff. So I want to start like that group where we can come together and literally like, because I best believe at this point I'm the representative for my people, especially when you're talking about albinism, etc. and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of followers and stuff are people that are with my skin color and stuff, which I appreciate. And I just think that I can't let them down. And I would love to get a lot of people more involved into that to show that we are also people. And we're also sexy, and
you can also,
I might not have green eyes like the others, but the others have blue and grey eyes, which even makes it more beautiful.
And I've met your mother before. Your mom also has it, right?
No, not my mom. My dad.
Your sister.
Yeah, my sister.
Your sister. Because I remember we did that show. You were speaking about your sister.
Yeah. And I have posted a few pictures with her on social media. But I don't think it's now on it, unless you go to Facebook, and it doesn't look like this big screen has Facebook yet.
Yeah, I don't have Facebook yet.
Oh, okay. It's cool, I understand. So it's only me, my sister, and my father, and my brother's other sister. Come on, be more specific, right? It's me, my sister, and then my late sister and my late brother that has the same, I won't say condition, but like the same like pigmentation, which relates to my father. And then my mother and my brother, they're the only two that are as chocolate as you guys. I think even more darker, like a Milo, a Milo kind of flavor.
This is like a caramel.
Yeah, you guys are like the PE, like the Nestle and stuff.
I think just getting back to the artist and the public figure, what would you regard as your highest achievement?
Performing basically at the picture I've just seen now at
That's
the
other one.
at the DSTV.
Before we go to this one, yeah, ne?
At the DSTV awards.
This one, yeah, that's that one there, ne? But now, but Nadim Poon goes and sits in a car, ne? Which you've told me the story before. You had to pay this guy.
Yeah, I had to pay this guy 150 rand and
to sit in his car.
Yeah, worst case scenario, we were very good friends. But he also had some stuff that he was going through. So at one point I could maybe understand why, but at other points it got too much.
So okay, so you paid the guy 150. You sat in his car,
shot the video,
and you started doing this funny videos. I remember, I think it was like 2 years ago. It was December time, and I started hearing all over the place, everyone saying, "You dik moet beweeg, Fikilio, Mili, what. I was laughing when I heard it the first time. I'm like, wie is die wat die goed is praat? Then they're like, jy nie gesien nie, die boy, wat, hy doen die videos in die car, wat. I'm like, wie is die? Hey, after that, I started looking, so I looked for you. I see, here's the things coming up. Then Clay told me, Clayton was shooting now on the camera. He said, "Nah, man."
Varsity. Varsity told me.
Then Clayton said, "No, this is Nadim. He used to come to factory. What. You'll know him when you see him." I said, "Okay, sure." And that's where I started to reach out to you. Then I was walking in Checkers the one time. Then I saw you. Then we started speaking. That's another story. I know Jay why he's laughing.
And I wish I had the bodyguards back then.
To say,
I would be like, Xavier, what's wrong?
But that's how he was a youth leader back in the day, though, bro.
Yeah, it was very good, though. Congrats to that, and that was amazing. Like, yo, I remember, sorry to change the subject, I remember coming to the factory, like, you used to come in with that mindset and then leave with a different perspective, like...
Just to say,
has that helped you as well, though?
I think it helped me a lot. I'm a very motivational person. Like, I like to watch motivational videos, hear the word especially, etc. and stuff. And then it helped me a lot because once we come, it was always, young people, always about the girls and the boys and stuff. And then once we leave, it's a whole different thing. Like
you think differently.
Yeah, so, and that time I was still in school, so it helped me a lot.
Yeah, it just helped you to think differently. But so then you started these videos here, ne? With these...
Why is my smile so big, though? Clayton, this guy gets handsome every day.
Come on. I like that, bro.
So then you start doing this. Kings and queens, you start making these funny sayings. You start saying all these interesting things. and boom. When is the first video that goes viral?
I think it was late 2018. 2018 November, October, end of the month there, like the 28th and the 29th, sorry, when I promoted an event which is called the after party for Westbury High. So it was Westbury High, and then people sent me the poster, and they were just like, yeah, us promoters, but we never thought it would come out that way because people like the energy, they like the vibe, etc. and stuff. And before these videos, I even done other videos, which is where the girl with the hair, Nana and stuff. So people were already familiar with me. So when I started doing these ones, this guy asked me to just do it for him, so to get people to come to the event and promote the event. And that same video started popping up, like your trending essay, etc. It played on radio, you used it on YFM, and then from there it just escalated since 2018.
Then you became Dimpie Dimpopo, the one that
that's so basically it's been Dimpie the whole time, but then people with Dimpopo, it's like the hood, you know, guys are like you guys, Dimpopo, and then we just try to put it together and it fit the image very well.
So then it pops off, boom, you go viral. You start popping up everywhere. You start collabing with Casper on your vest.
And mind you, I never even knew at that point about social media. Like, it was something I can say is that when I started popping up, I had to run around up and down to ask people for advice, close friends, like, listen, yeah, this is what's happening in my life. What's going to happen now? And then people were actually encouraging me to, listen, yeah, people want promo for this, why don't you charge them for it? This is the time to make 1, 2, and 3. Then I asked a close friend next to, and then that's where everything started just happening, where we shot like literally 10 videos a day.
So then it pops off.
Then it pops up.
Collabs. You start doing this adverts with MTN.
Yeah, that was something amazing. I've actually worked even before MTN. I've worked with Chelsea before.
You've worked with Chelsea before?
Yeah, I've worked with Chelsea.
Who was the biggest bag?
Who was the biggest bag? To be honest, I think Chelsea. I think Chelsea was the biggest bag. And then all the others that just recently came are also doing good, like your OBCs, KFC.
Yeah, I see you pushing this OBC thing.
Yeah, OBC is something very good. So the guy's basically from Australia and stuff. So I don't want to say anything more about him. Just now you guys end up hurting the guy. And then, yeah, he's from, he's from Australia, and it's something good to be some for people involved that are international.
Then you start doing this kind of thing, ne? Where you now, which one is this? Was MTN or this was?
No, this is Casper.
Yeah.
This was at his house.
Yeah, where he says fill up the, and it's actually the first time I met him, and I met him through Toles Mo.
Oh yeah, you said Toles Mo was a big influence.
We very. Do you know Toles Mo, the guy of You Got?
Yeah.
That's Toles Mo, the big dark compression.
I met him at your show. Remember, I came to your show and he was there. He spoke a lot.
Yeah, he's a very good friend of mine. So I met Casper through Toles Mo because they're also friends, and then we just promoted basically the fill up. I think it was Moses Mabhida Stadium.
And then, so was this at Casper's house?
Yeah, it was at his house. So that's his jacuzzi and everything. So I don't want you guys thinking it's my stuff.
and so you did this. People started taking you a little bit more seriously, like they seeing that, oh, this guy is now, on stage with big players. Then so it moved literally from sitting in the car to starting to touch base with these kind of people, the guys that are in the music industry, big in the industry, doing some big stuff. And then you end up on this stage here, which you said was one of your good achievements.
Biggest achievement, and I think this like literally played a huge role in my career itself, because I've performed at the Kwaito Awards as well already. I've performed at some awards for ceremonies and stuff with the likes of Sumizi and them over. But this one was the highlight of it all.
This was the highlight. So
and can you see how that pants look? I took it to some guy, the sheikh there in Kuspruit. He didn't do the pants the way I wanted it. I told him to make it skinny, and then it was already late because when they had to come and fetch the pants from Carnival City. From Yaldos to Carnival City, just the pens. They had to
just so that you have something to wear. Otherwise, you were gonna go with your Oni.
The same Oni of 5 days.
But I see you actually have an underwear deal.
I was just gonna touch on that.
Yeah, so that's basically K-Star 7. Also very good people. They've been around. They're called Clevers. I don't know if you ever. They've been around for.
I've seen the logo
over
and
the
things,
years.
yeah.
So they actually do like sponsor me with in terms of big shows, etc. and stuff. And then ever since the Instagram account got hacked, in terms of people, like, I wouldn't say fading away, but people just distancing themselves and coming back whenever something big.
How do you promote the underwear, though?
How do you promote it?
Because, of course, you have to.
No, it's just like you take pictures like your David Beckham and stuff, but I don't have the bodies like you guys. So the only pictures I'll take is just maybe like,
Maybe Nana can promote the Onis.
No, that will be too intimate and stuff. Die mense sal inbreek by my huis en goed. Imagine having someone standing on top of my bed at night like you Nana ne.
You Nana ne.
Like, so yeah, that's K-Star 7 Clever's also good, very good brand, strong quality brand.
Homemade brand though.
Yeah,
I don't know, South Africa.
yeah, it's worldwide. It's international as well also.
But is it a local brand?
Yeah, it's a local brand, and I best believe it's best to support local.
Of course.
Like with,
Yeah.
as I said earlier, I'm shooting a music video now on the 16th of January under strict conditions with the COVID, especially because I don't want you guys to say he didn't mention mask and sanitizers and stuff.
But we understand.
But,
we understand.
but those stuff will be involved, and then I'm putting ND on board also. ND is a guy from Eldorado Park. They call him CB Nongenge Dios.
Yes, of
I
course.
don't know,
ND.
he's
Yeah,
Game Changer, which done the book recently with myself, Jason Goliath, and everything. So he's also close friends. So I'm putting him on as a marketing kind of thing. I don't know what you call that when you wear the clothes and ever. So he's gonna provide us with mask also, ND, etc. and stuff. And of course, you have the likes of they call it, I don't want to speak Zulu, they call it Inchebe. So basically, none of us have it yet. Inchebe is beard. And I don't think that's beard yet, like compared to the bodyguards outside.
That big one said,
Yeah, the beard people. So there are also people that are coming on board with the music video to also promote the Inchebe and the beard bar, etc. and stuff. So it's just basically about empowering, especially this year, is helping each and everyone and just jumping where we can. I think local, it's lekker. That's like a proudly essay.
100%.
Who's the nicest artist you've worked with?
Who's the nicest artist I've ever worked with? Like, in terms of doing collab, like music yet, because I
Just
haven't...
personality and vibe, energy.
Personality, vibe, energy. Like, it's just, like, we've
Who's the
met about
nicest?
twice. I don't know if you know the guy, Vocalistic. Vocalistic is it? Oh, yo. I don't want to
So
sing.
he's the
Yeah, this guy's flow, and he just started popping up because you know why him especially because people when they start popping up these kind of people, and this guy is still relaxed and
Dope.
stuff, and then there's a lot of people like the likes of Moonchild Zanelli, Shoma Josie especially.
Shoma Josie, how Shoma Josie?
Nah,
Like,
she's how do you mean lekker? In what lekker are you
Like-
talking
like-
about? Are you talking like about Mozambique, paprika, biryani, or custard and jelly? What lekker are you talking
no,
about?
I'm talking
Zelle?
about like a nga person, like a vibe, you know. So
She's laka, you know.
married, bro.
She's laka. She's laka. You know people in Cape Town and Meresbach, she's laka person. She's a laka person. Her work energy, everything is just the motivation and show my Josie. Even your music videos, you can see when she does that.
She's
like-
colorful. She's colorful.
Yeah, she's hyped up and she always stays to the culture and stays true to her people. So she's also someone that's very cool.
And she's influencing the culture big time. I see the kids are wearing these colorful braids. And stuff.
Yeah, and I think it's a good thing. It's
Of
like
course.
just get something that you can be yourself with, and then people just start following after that. So even myself, social media, I don't know why people are following me. Not to be unreasonable, I don't know why people are following me because I don't even know myself where I'm going to.
They following you somewhere.
They're following me somewhere, but I appreciate the love and support. People has been amazing. Like for all of us, the people have mentioned especially, and people has been in, even yourselves, it's because of people out there that we are who we are today. And then that's just amazing. And I just want to say one more time, my English is very good.
Aye,
Exactly.
100%.
And of course I'm
I
gonna ask,
agree
bro.
with you.
Of course I'm gonna ask who's the worst.
But you don't want to put people on blast. Like
Yeah,
that.
that's the thing.
Give us a hint.
No, I'll just say people. I've met some people that are very arrogant, and very full of themselves. And even today, at this point,
How's Casper?
I forgot about it. Casper, like honestly, walking into his place, he wasn't excited because I don't think Toles Mo himself.
He
No,
wasn't excited.
You know why? Because people in their own comfort zone, they want to be at peace, etc. And imagine me just walking into your house.
You in his house.
Yeah, I mean, he's out, so I could understand why. And when I found out the real story, this guy never told him that we're coming.
Hey,
Yo.
okay, sure, I see.
And then it took him like a few minutes to defrost.
Just to warm up, yeah.
It's Casper, but we're all human beings at the end of the day. So I wasn't like, to be honest, I wasn't that excited to, because I'm also showing that I'm doing something good and I'm coming for these boys and stuff. So it took him a while to defrost. And then the first words that came out of his mouth, ring mood, oh, Nkosiyami. And then,
So he knew who you were.
yeah, he knew. He knew who I was like, and then it took him a few when he went to the kitchen and came back and then offered me something to eat.
Then he
And
was warmed up
Yeah.
now.
yeah, and then after we even had a jump session together and took pictures together, me and Cass. ass, and then we actually constructed
Clearly,
the
you
whole,
weren't participating.
the whole thing together, and it ended up very well and stuff. So he's actually a very genuine guy. He's a good guy, and that's not the only time we met. We've met a lot of times, and what I've liked about him is like, regardless of being in the public, I'll always talk to you whether he knows you or not, in terms of how stuff going for you, how stuff working out for you, etc. and stuff.
He's
So-
interested in your life.
yeah, so I've met one person, but I don't want to disclose any status with regards to that, because I don't want to intimidate or like put anyone
Or
on the
speak bad
spot.
about someone.
Because a lot of people, for the same reason I feel the way I feel, people also feel the same way about that person. So I just think we should just leave it under the carpet though, until we find the broom.
Who's that person?
Until we find the broom.
You see,
Where
Jay-
was that?
Jay, you see
No,
now.
let us leave that. Let us leave that. But I think they have.
He's an artist, though, eh?
He's an artist, a big artist, and I think they
Big
also
name player.
big name player. And I
I
also
already know who Jay's gonna talk about.
yeah.
He's super in the game.
All right. So we got Lester Lynch commented now.
I actually have my trick. You don't have to worry. So once you use the one word already now,
He has matric. You just and you heard the English today was on form.
I shouldn't go any further. When he said something of S, I'm
Bro,
like,
that's-
oh, cool. That's cool. So
This dude must be that bad, bro, because
y'all have encountered such things with this dude.
Eish,
or
bruh.
have
Everyone
heard?
we've interviewed
Everyone
complained.
is-
But last time we got Lester Lynch. He says super proud of you. All right, okay.
So I
Says my
appreciate
wife
it.
is your biggest fan.
Thank you so much.
So maybe after this we should just do a nice video for her.
Yeah, I think that will be about 4,000 rand.
Is it 4,000? All right, I'll
No, I'm just kidding.
I'll put in your account. He says, I don't know why people are following me. You worth following, he says.
Thanks, appreciate it.
100%. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Nadim Poon, but the world knows him as Dimpopo. His Instagram account was hacked, but he's back. And so let's get those numbers back up there. Let's tell people to get these numbers back up there. Guys, sien ek help hoe net so jy beter mee help met my Instagram ook as jy nog weer famous
Yeah,
is. En help
no,
Instagram
how do you
ook.
mean if I'm again famous
On,
and stuff?
on Instagram, his numbers is again 100,000 and all
okay.
that.
Okay.
You see?
But I don't want to be famous anymore, though. I want to be a superstar.
You see? So then, but look, Yana, this number I know before the account was hacked, it was going for 100,000 or something.
Yeah, it was 200,000.
It was going for 200,000. you see?
200, I think it was 201k. Is that thousands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you earlier, I'm not good with numbers like university.
No, but your English is 100%.
But I appreciate it, though. I think because I never had breakfast yet, that's why.
I don't know, I will get something to
Hallelujah.
So Real Dimpopo is the new account, so you know that it is him, because I'm sure people were looking and they were thinking, maybe this is like somebody
fake
that started his own account or whatever, but it is you, Real Dimpopo, because I'm sure people looking at the 2.7 and they're thinking, nah man, Dimpie is supposed to be 100 or something, but it is you because of the situation that happened with your old account.
Yeah, with the hacking. I actually was supposed to recover it, but then, there's currencies involved. These people are very strict when it comes to social media and stuff. People like literally inbox you, I have your account, this one has your account, this one has your account, and you need to pay a lot of money back, up to 40 to 50k to get an account back.
And
And
so you just decided,
I could have bought a bed with it, I could have bought a girlfriend with that money, I could have bought in-laws with the money, those kind of stuff. So, but I would appreciate it if people start following this account, which is the Real Dimpopo. So even if you search Dimpopo, you'll get a lot of Dimpopos, but this is the one where you can even see I have my top off, so I'm hoping that it attracts a lot of ladies, like with the six-pack and everything involved, with the nipples on point and everything. But I'll appreciate it, and appreciate
No,
it.
I think, bro, just on a lighter note before we go, bro.
close, I see we got 5 minutes.
What is a Dimpie diet like? What do you have for breakfast, lunch, and supper?
To be honest, I wouldn't advise anyone to be like me, because I literally eat anything that just flies here past my nose. And it's unhealthy like that, because I eat something and literally after that I go to the toilet, and I know some of you guys also do the same thing. Let's say boer and honor eat. That's what I do.
McDonald's and all that funny.
Those are stuff that we eat like on a normal, like on a daily
daily.
basis and stuff. But breakfast wise, healthy wise, I don't know anything. Just coffee, and then after that,
You must see how the day goes.
you'll see how the day goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dimpopo. Please go hit him up on his account, Real Dimpopo. He is, it is legit. It is his account. It's not a rope. He's also busy doing his brand new music video. So be sure to make sure that you catch that video as soon as it comes out. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be cool. He's also in the game, busy supporting other local brands, local artists, local people, doing a bunch of things in that regard. So please, let's continue to show love. Let's continue to show support. Go for it.
Oh, sorry. You know, it's cool. They say you must lift up your hands if you want to say something.
Nah, go for it.
For you guys that's watching, like as Zach said earlier, that we're supporting local brands, etc. and stuff. So anyone that's interested in being part of the movement, I'll appreciate it if you guys can DM me, send me whatever you have with it in terms of music, comedy, clothing brands, etc. And let's just help one another grow. It's a new year. It's 2021 and 2025. I want us all to be there.
Okay, wait. We have a last question here on people who are watching live stream. It's from Neil. Ne?
Amen.
Good question.
Oh, I know exactly what it is.
He wants to know where's the Jaguar.
What happened to the diamond coated?
What happened to the Jaguar? To be honest, Xavier actually had to give me money for gas to come here. So imagine if I came with a Jaguar, how much gas money would it have been? Like 2,000 rand six to come here.
I don't have so much in my car.
And the thing
it's
is,
January, my
like
brother.
a lot of people has been asking what's happening with the Jaguar. So we need to understand that those stuff for sponsored stuff, you get sponsors and endorsements, etc. and stuff. And I was basically sponsored by Jaguar for almost a year, which was something good because normally a lot of sponsors only take 6 months. So the way these guys trusted the brand, believed in me, they sponsored me for a year, and then the year just went so boom.
And they take it back.
Quickly. Yeah, they do take it back, but within that year, servers and everything, all of those stuff, etc., are for free, and they actually do supply you with like petrol money for the first 2 months or something. And I went and bought McDonald's for the petrol money, and whatever the case might be. So that was also just to help, and I think it has helped the brand itself a lot because no one ever have I seen drive a Jaguar with diamonds on.
I've never seen that car. You know that. I heard people talk about it. I've never seen it.
Yeah, and there's actually 3 cars of those ones. There were 3 of it, and then I had to pick which one I want.
That's
and then I
dope.
think the 4-door worked out because I wanted to drive around with family, friends, etc. But unfortunately, that deal ended on a good note, actually, because we're actually planning on getting back on board again now with your VW and Toyota, etc. and stuff for a sponsored deal, etc. But that's what happened to the Jaguar. Unfortunately, I had to take it back, and that's where my hair started growing very big.
Is it the same case with the underwear?
No, I actually need to go fetch more underwear though. I think I need to go fetch.
You gotta take it
K
back.
Star 7 gave him more undies. Ladies and gentlemen, that is time for our show. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for everyone that was on board. Please can you continue to share this video, copy the link and share it on your WhatsApp or your wherever so people can just vibe with the video. But thank you for watching today. Closing remarks from you, Jay, and then closing remarks.
I think it's been a dope show, and yeah, bro, I just wish you all the best. I pray that 2021 is gonna be a fruitful year, that you will get zeal, passion, tenacity to go for everything that God has blessed you with, and that indeed you will go from strength to strength, victory to victory, and glory to glory.
Amen. Thank you so much, guys, for having me on the show. I don't want to use those big words that he just mentioned now. Just now the words like. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the love and support. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for following the account, because it's because of you guys that Dimpopo can be Dimpopo today. And I hope I keep inspiring and motivating a lot of young people out there, because I always tell people that if God has done it for me, He can most definitely do it for you. And then, all the best for 2021. A lot of good things coming, regardless of the corona. Just wear your mask, and then just be prepared for Savannah that's coming also. And then God bless you.
Guys, that's it from us. Thank you so much for watching today's show. See you on the next one. This coming Monday, we got an interesting guest coming up. Already booked, already ready to go.
I'm not interesting.
No, you're very interesting.
I never heard something of interesting like.
No, you're interesting.
I said it was a dope show, bro.
I apologize, guys. My mistake.
But maybe we'll see if it's more interesting than Dimpie. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. See you on Monday morning at 9 a.m. Love you. Bye-bye. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to it.
Good morning to the folks. What up to the youngins, and bless up to the world.
And then Jay just put your info on blast like that.
It's what the people want to know, bro. My bad.
Nah, bro.